In fact, British Empire was vanishing when I was at school. They used to have maps at school with the British Empire was in pink. They don't dare to do that anymore. I thought the pink meant we were going to be communists. That was my hope. Socialist, working class, of course you would be a socialist. But Alf Garnett was a conservative, wasn't he? There was a sense of loving where I was from, but also a sense that I belonged somewhere else, ultimately. The last of the good old renegades, and I don't know where I'm going, or how I came. I'm the last of the good old-fashioned steam-powered trains. When I was a kid, I used to love the sound of the night trains, and I could hear it from my bedroom. It's just that pulse. I'm the last of the good old-fashioned steam-powered trains. To me, when I was a kid, it meant adventure, excitement, escape. Something better down the line. Well, this pub, I think, was the first pub I came to when I was old enough to drink illegally. Well, I was about 14, 15. I used to sneak in here. I was underage and I broke the law. And I think I actually dated the publican's wife. I could pretend to be somebody else here, which is good. In fact, I'm still doing that.
Time, gentlemen, please.
I had a good day yesterday.
Oh, and the saints, oh, and the saints go marching in. Glory, glory.
I used to go to the Highgate Jazz Club, which was just around the corner. It was a place where you could meet girls and dance. But trad music was very popular when I was at school, when the Saints go marching in. That music was party music, and the musical structure of the songs helped motivate me to write songs. Because I come from this family, older sisters, and they brought those big bands into the house. My oldest sister emigrated to Canada. She married a serviceman in Canada. She used to send back Elvis Presley records, so we got access to them before they were even on the radio here. Things like Hound Dog, of course, Heartbreak Hotel. She said, this is the new music. We were a little bit behind the time in the sense we had access to songs that were from previous generations I shouldn't normally have gained access to. And also privy to stuff that was coming. The great thing about rock and roll, when it came, it was accessible. And I think that's why I started making music. I can do that. I could make a song like Blue Suede Shoes. There was a wonderful filmmaker called John Grierson.
The cinema gave us a doorway to a whole new world full of fun.
Grierson had this wonderful program on television, and he showed Big Bill Broonzy playing in a club.
Won't you treat me, mama, like I...
And it wasn't what he was playing, it was how he was playing it. Lost John standing by the railroad track, waiting for the freight train to come back. The freight train came and never made a stop. Lost John thought he had to ride the top, and he's long, long, long gone. Yeah. Broonzy, to me, because of his incredible size and the way he held the guitar, was the biggest influence on my early childhood. Finsbury Park, which is just down the road, had a music hall. I saw the last, probably the dying gasp of the music hall, because my Uncle Frankie and Dad were fans of it. That must have struck a chord with me, the humour of those people.
I'm known as a cheeky chap, the things I say are snappy.
If I ever had a son, I'd call him Max. Max Miller was not a sad man. I think he was an angry man, he was a very political man, and didn't care about what he said, which really struck me. And he used to go on dressed in those ridiculous dressing gowns and a hat.
Ask Mary from the dairy, here's the key.
Through a comedian called Roy Hudd, I acquired Max Miller's hat. My eldest sister, who went to Canada, she came back to London when she was 30. And she loved dancing. She went to the dance hall, and that was on my birthday. And that was the day she bought me my first guitar. That was mine. We played a few songs together. Then she got a bus down to the West End, to the Lyceum, which is where we are, and she died in the arms of a stranger on the dance floor. It's just poignant that it was on my birthday, and also she bought me my first guitar. I took that in as being a sign. It has to be a sign from somebody. This is what is known as Fortismere School. When I went here, when it first opened, it was called William Grimshaw.
I am a dull and simple lad, cannot tell water from champagne, and I have never met the Queen.
I was voted, I have to say, in this very hallway. The girls got together, all the girls in the school voted me the cutest legs in the school. It was a secondary modern school when I came here. There were fewer opportunities to go on to university. I wasn't a rebel, I was very quiet here. I went through a period where I was passive and didn't speak for a few years, hardly spoke, and I was in quite a difficult situation. At school, they were concerned about me. Then I decided, all of a sudden, I had to win everything. I wanted to be a footballer, an athlete. I love sports, I love track and field. I was boxing. I became a kind of leader of things rather than someone who was passive. I don't know what changed that. Just suddenly decided I had to be good at something.
Cooper, winner on points.
We had assembly here, and we also had a guitar club. I met Pete Quaife here, the original Kinks bass player. My brother went here as well, he was in a younger year. And I think we first got together in this hall. I was 15 when I started writing songs. The first real song I wrote was an instrumental version of Tired of Waiting for You, which went on to be a hit. There's a sense that I could do things just as well, not teaching myself, but finding my own way through things. And that's gone on into my music career. And when I lie on my pillow at night, I dream I can fight like David Watts and lead the school team to victory and take my exams and pass a lot. It's good to come back. When I went to art college, I think that changed everything, because then we saw bands playing in College Hall. I played in clubs in the West End to supplement my college grant. That's where music really kicked in when I first started playing properly. I wanted to be a painter, I wanted to be an artist. They were teaching me to paint, but afterwards, what would I do with it? I think I was disillusioned with the way I was being pushed towards a direction that I felt was dated. I just changed my palette, if you like. Left the drawing board and went to music and wrote songs. A bit of the keyboard just fell apart. To this day, I find it hard to know why I became a songwriter. It's just to make moods, express moods through sound. That's going somewhere. Where's it going to go? I was floundering around trying to find an identity for myself. I think when I say I was born in 1964, it's when I thought I had an identity, because I had a #1 record with You Really Got Me. It was almost justifying saying, I exist, I am here. This piano hasn't been tuned up since 1950, I don't think. But I wrote, it really got me on the piano. I wanted it to be I wanted it to be more of a jazz groove. And then I hit a wrong note. I went up a tone. I played a mistake, but going to A opened it up. What's going to happen now? And for a brief second, I'd made a new music for the time, but by accident. Suddenly it wasn't a blues song, it wasn't Sweet Little 16, it was mine. It wasn't until my brother came in with his guitar that we made it more slow. That's different. And it's almost quite like Stockhausen, very punctuated rhythms. My brother brought power, angst, energy, an incredible right hand, like a boxer, serious guitar puncher. No point victory, a knockout. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Round one. What really got me was different. It was for its time. People really shocked by it and threatened by it. And when something different comes along, like punk did, a lot of people were threatened by punk. We had 2 little column speakers playing in front of 20,000 screaming kids, so nobody could hear a note. And that's probably why we were successful, because they couldn't hear what we were singing. And I bought the records in here, and this is just right up the street from where I live. It's an amazing... What's amazing is the shop's still going. The biggest thrill I had was when I came in here and I bought my own record. I thought, why have another hit after that? I've done it once, that's it. And now Metallica are doing it on the new record. It's just bizarre to think of that journey because of that song.
Girl, you really got me going. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, oh yeah. You really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. Yeah. Oh yeah. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me. Yeah. Oh no.
For me, it's all happened very quickly. 1 month I was an art student. A few months later I was driving around with a #1 rock record. When it happened when I was 18 years old, so it's quite a daunting experience. I found it very difficult to accept that people knew who I was, so I went to great lengths to cover up. I wore disguises.